Within this video, I'll be demonstrating the properties involved in my study of the media niche. I'll be presenting the elements involved, following through with the theories and frameworks, whilst looking at the social progression of the niche study focus, and lastly, demonstrating the work of my project in my digital artifact. Throughout my recent semester, I've ventured into the creation of an online persona. As I've worked through this niche, I had initially planned to encapsulate the accessibility of tutorial videos for this medium. Later, shifting focus to explore a side that I was more familiar with and could provide a more extensive content. The niche seeks to experience the works within the skateboarding community through art, primarily on skateboard decks. Personalization of these decks represents the individual aspects of each skater, as the flow of each user is different per person. Ranging from minimal simplicity to loudly bizarre, this form of art stems from traditional street art culture dating back to the early 1920s, becoming a commonplace for youthful rebellions to argue their views and movements. Street art isn't always rebelling, it's a form of self-expression developed to exhibit one's inner self. Through hand painting, spray paint, and digital printing, there are no rules in this medium. To understand the complexity of this niche, I viewed theories and frameworks to provide explanations and structure the format of epiphanies and research. Considering these theories, I expanded my understanding of the reasonings towards negative connotations within this community and the multitude of ways these perceptions can change. By utilizing attitude-based theories and frameworks to understand human experiences towards symbolism, group behavior, and interactions, the theories and frameworks portray the attitudes of personal and participant interactions in offline and online situations. Backing this, I utilized grounded theory to guide the process of piecing together any data I had collected throughout my experience. The boom of social platforms has positively assisted the perceptions of the general community. However, there are still aspects that present past toxicity, commonly prevalent within every community and niche. As I've progressed, my perception of the community has shifted. My initial thoughts were surrounded by the idea of the community largely being home to stereotypical aggressive cis white men. But as I've interacted more throughout this medium, my experiences have shifted as the exposure grew. Change of perception can also be identified in public blogs and articles that demonstrate the community positively and negatively. This can be understood through the swift engagement of the online community. The change of stigma to the addition of large diversity is still an aspect that is slowly progressing due to the extensive hold of past stereotypes. However, the engagement of the LGBTQIA+ community and the diversification of races is slowly landing within the community. To research this niche, I have utilized creators such as Vorts and Amelia Carves to understand what it takes to become a content creator for this niche. They present the personal touches that attract a large platform, with works from popular shows like Gojo Satoru from Jujutsu Kaisen to outlandishly aesthetic pieces that reflect tattoo-style art. I've developed my digital artifact to display the current creations. As I'm still a beginner, I currently don't add the aspects of the board that makes it usable and focus primarily on the art. To create this, the boards are sanded and primed beforehand. I generally start with creating an idea on Photoshop or Canva to understand the dimensions and positioning before even starting. Moving to the sketch and general placement to ensure the measurements are correct, then beginning the painting. In the end, I glaze the board with a clear coating to protect it and cover any texture. The process does take a few days as the paint needs to set before I can layer things, and because of my general schedule. Researching this niche has explored the aspects within the community that I was unaware was affected by the public image. The diversity of symbolism and perceptions that overtake the experiences demonstrate the social complications that forever change as trends flow through society. Studying this niche, I've been able to delve into the public and academic aspects, whilst personally engaging in the formation of this subculture. For further information, please feel free to refer to my linking blog post, as I demonstrate the linkages of academic work and the progression of my report.